Oh yeah, look at this new camera. Ooh. But we're getting started in the kitchen, baby. It's breakfast time, so I'll show you the usual right here. The usual 5 eggs. So I always get the Vital Farms eggs. They taste so damn good. I guess they're pasture raised. Yeah, pasture raised Vital Farms. Super good eggs. And then I go 4 ounces of turkey. So I've been getting the Applegate turkey. Usually I'll get it where I'll get it from like the deli where they'll put it like in a 2-pound bag, but I just got the package. Same thing. I love the honey maple, and then just a little spinach in there. And if you know me, I usually go peppers and onions, but I got a confession to make. I've been kind of liking it without the peppers and onions. Not that I'm gonna go away from it because I had peppers and onions the other day, but I think I just haven't been cooking the peppers and onions long enough sometimes, so it's a little crisp. Whereas this is nice and soft, the texture is the same. But yeah, no peppers and onions in this one today. Going with the spinach, but nonetheless still delicious. And then over here, we got 2 pieces of bread. Usually I'm a big sourdough guy, but they were out of sourdough. So I just got regular oat bread, which it's not as good, but it's still bread. And then we got the morning sups. So Transparent Labs, obviously save code 10% with Dylan. Creatine, of course, staple, most important supplement you got. And then I just throw electrolytes because obviously was just asleep for like 8 hours, so I haven't drank in a while. Let's see, how do you autofocus? That's one thing. New camera, I have no idea how to use it. So, oh, there it autofocuses. So we got that. I throw that in there. I really like this. This drink is delicious. I'll just throw ice, water, and then the creatine is watermelon. And then electrolytes, I could just throw any flavor. I've done lemon lime, I've done Arctic like freeze, I've done raspberry lemonade, so it doesn't really matter. It tastes really well. It's a nice drink to wake up to. And then as far as this, I do joint support because I'm 26, but my joint's been hurting. Probably a little overtraining. And then multivitamin. And then this is new, D3 K12, so vitamin D3 obviously with the winter. Not get as much sunlight, so take that. So right there. Take those every morning. Actually, you can take them right now. So remember. I'm foul swoop. Oh yeah, there we go. But that's breakfast as always. I'll show you the final product. And we got the end product. I forgot to mention, I throw a little butter, a little Kerrygold butter on there, like half a serving, but that's the final product. Looks as beautiful as it looks every morning. That is what I get to wake up to. That is the love of my life right now. This is gorgeous. But as far as my food, I don't know if I showed a lot, but I do track and weigh all my foods. So I was tracking MyFitnessPal, aim for 3,200 calories. So recently, as in the last probably, I think I've been eating like 3,200 calories. Probably the last like 5 months, 6 months. Pretty much just been maintaining weight. So I really bulk or cut just because, well, I haven't really done it the normal way. Essentially, I've been training for almost 13 years. The first 9 years, I bulked. So I just got as big as possible. I went from 135 to 215. Now, obviously, puberty was on my side. I went from 5'7" to 5'10". But when I did reach 5'10", my junior year was 165. Yeah, by the end of my senior year of college, I was 215. Damn near 220, strong as hell. So that was my goal. That's all I cared about. I really care. Obviously I cared how I looked a little bit, but it was more in the sense I was going to be big, strong, and powerful. That was my main goals. So that was kind of my bulking. And then over the last like 3 years, kind of unintentionally cut at first. I just wasn't eating as much. And then over the last like almost 2 years now, 1.5 years, I've just been kind of like slightly cutting. And then maintaining, slightly cutting and maintaining. And now I'm at a body weight where I did DEXA scan like, was that a month and a half ago? And I was at 8.9% body fat, which I was super, super happy with, super surprised with too. And I like the way I look at this weight. So I sit around like 197 to 198 in the morning. So really I'm like 201, 202 walking around once I have some food in me. What is considered your true weight? Is your true weight when you're lightest, when you have nothing in you, or is it when you're like walking around weight? Obviously, most people weigh themselves in the morning, so we'll go off that way, which is like 198. But yeah, I like where I'm at, and yeah, just maintaining my goals now is just maintain my current weight, maintain the body fat percentage, and then increase my strength. And that's what I've been doing the last 8 weeks, my squat went back up. My strength's starting to get back up closer to those numbers I was hitting when I was 15 pounds heavier. That's been my goal, is to hit those numbers at 15 pounds lighter. So things have been good, training's been good, can't complain, super fortunate. But we'll eat this breakfast. We'll get into it. Obviously it is wintertime, so if you are bulking, enjoy yourselves. Maybe you're cutting, who knows? Maybe you're doing the opposite. While some zig, you zag. But yeah, you don't have to do it like a traditional way, especially if you're new to training. I mean, I recommend just spending all the time in the world trying to get as big and strong as possible and lay down that foundation. And now it's hard, obviously, you want to look a certain part, but it takes so much time to build muscle. It takes a lot of time, a lot of freaking time. So yeah, I like where I'm at now, and that's my goal, is, maintain this physique. Maybe, I keep saying I want to cut a tiny bit more, but what's the point? Maybe, who knows? Maybe come out after the holidays, but 3,200 calories essentially been my maintenance when I've been eating essentially every day. So eat the same stuff. I keep it basic, but I love what I eat. And let's get that first bite in. Right, so it's been a couple hours. Literally every single morning I do the same thing. I eat breakfast, and then I just go to my apartment. I work from this desk. It's sick, no one's ever in here. And it's been about 3.5 hours. I usually sit here for like 3 to 4 hours and do a bunch of work. But I freaking love working now because I get to work for myself. So I get to work on all this stuff I'm passionate about. Basically what I do, this is when I do all I make all the workout plans I do all my client plans, and this is when I brainstorm. I freaking love brainstorming. I love thinking of ideas. So this is when I think of all my content ideas for Instagram and stuff. It's fun as hell to be like creative. Because I was thinking about it, it's like, when was the last time I really had to be creative? Was like elementary school art class. And I used to love art. Or just being creative and making stuff. So it's funny, like I get to do it again and like think of cool ideas. I don't know, it excites me, it gets me fired up. I love making stuff like this. And then this also, when I do like all my workout stuff, I'll read articles or watch videos and then go through my training, all that. So it's basically revolved all around working out because that's my whole life. So work on some stuff. Also, I'm a huge pen and paper guy. Don't know if anyone else is. I, at all times, have like 10 sheets of paper with notes on it. I love pen and paper. Big pen and paper guy. Also, I sit here with the earbuds on and I'm an ambient noise fiend. So we got white noise on right now, but I've actually been rolling recently for the holiday times with fireplace crackling in my earbuds. That's what I was listening to earlier. And then I transitioned to the space sound, but big white noise guy. Threw away my ring, but essentially what I do, eat my breakfast and then come here, pop that ring open, and man, I can get some work done. So kind of fishing up, but yeah, this is essentially where I do all my work, all my ideas. And I think the cool thing is, like, this is when I prepare, I do everything, and then now it's on me to go execute it. So I'll go work out, I'll go film stuff, I'll go make moves. So it's all on me, and I like the pressure of that. It's on me if I succeed or not. So it's kind of fun, to be honest, because I can think of all the stuff in the world I want and I can dream about it, but I actually have to execute it. So that's what we go do now. I can go work out, get my first session in, and do some other stuff. It'll be a freaking great day. Let's go. All right, what is up? We are now at the field. Sprint session today. It's a little chilly out. It's like 35 degrees, but I can't be soft. You know why? Because Luke Angels, shout out, tagged me in this post on Saturday, fired me up. But I'll throw it on the screen, but he said sunny, windy, cold weather, sore legs, unmotivated, not enough sleep, good. The circumstances won't be the way you want it all the time. Deal with it, with what you have, and work as hard as possible. He said stack the days, and he tagged me in it, and that freaking fired me up. First off, I love when people tag me and stuff. I think it's the coolest thing ever. You know, if you tag me in something, and I get chills every time someone tags me, because like, you know, what I'm doing is working, and it's super cool. So super awesome when you guys tag me. So shout out Luke for that. That fired me up. Now he's running like 10 degrees. I'm only running like 35, and the sun's out, so it's not too bad. But we'll get into the speed session. Essentially with the speed work, not a ton of film, but as far as the main gist, obviously the goal, speed, power. We're trying to get faster, so we're resting. So we'll do a full warm up. I'll go my A switches,
single switches, double switches, triple switches, and then we'll go straight leg build-ups, scissor build-ups, and then as far as the main speed work, it will be 8 30-yard sprints. I have the timing gates up today. Again, they've been working well enough. Hopefully I don't jinx them, but again, icing on the cake as long as I get a couple of them. I'll do 8 30s and I'll time different segments of it to get measurements, and then I'll do some broad jumps. But should be a good day nonetheless. Let's get into it. All right, just finished the speed work. You already know I had to pop the top. With the sun out, it's actually not too bad. It's like, it's not windy, so that's nice, but it's like 30s. But again, Virginia 30s isn't too bad. And I gotta get some freaking vitamin D in, you know, with the sun. But did 8 30s. Timing gates were awesome today, so I'm actually really excited to use them. Again, icing on the cake. I got some good hacks from people. So my fastest 20 to 30 was a 0.99, so freaking stoked with that. A sub 1. Yeah, that's some good stuff. So now I'm just gonna do some triple broad jumps, so 3 in a row. Again, I'm trying to be better at metrics, measuring stuff. So I'm gonna get the tape measure out, obviously on a football field, so 10 yards I know is 30 feet. So I'm just gonna get my tape measure and get like 5 extra yards because I know I'll be in that 28 to 30. So yeah, we'll do 5 of these. Max effort, remember, speed, jumping, it's all about max outputs, long recoveries. That's just the reality of it, but it's so freaking fun. So let's get these jumps. That was bad. What was that? Oh, that was real bad. 28.4.
All right, just got back from the sprint session. Look at this guy we got. Zoom in on it. Ooh. So air fried this chicken and then just asparagus and a bag of rice. Gonna go lift in a couple hours, so not super heavy meal, but should be freaking good. This is like a pineapple marinated chicken. Super good. And then asparagus, it was already kind of sauteed. And then just 90-second bag of rice. Super easy meal. It's probably like 800 calories. 10 ounces of chicken, so 60 grams protein. But eat this, work for a little bit, probably eat again, and then get gymming. All right, pre-workout meal, about to head to the gym. Another staple meal, which is Greek yogurt, some geek yogurt. These Chobani, 20 grams protein, awesome. I used to get the Oikos Pro ones. These ones are actually better. They taste way better. They're thicker. Same amount of calories, 3 fat, 9 carb, 20 grams protein. So 40 grams right here. I do 2 of these. I just have the vanilla, and then I throw some honey on there, like a serving of honey, and then some of these peanut butter clusters. Super freaking good. Comes out to look like that. But good pre-workout, some carbs, some protein, not too heavy. And then we'll get into the training. That is delicious. And then we will have, let's see, tough decision here. The 2 goat flavors. We got the raspberry. We got the Melon Mania. Which one do I roll with today? I think I'm gonna go Melon Mania pre-workout. We'll go Melon Mania, have this as well, and we'll get into the leg day. Let's go. All right, we'll do our inner Sam Sulik with the camera on the dash. Except for I'm actually not driving, but just rolled up to the gym, and I'm about to do my favorite thing in the world, which is, I just love, it's nice when you don't have to rush into it, like the days you don't have to be rushed and you can just kind of chill and take your time. So you already know we're cranking some freaking ring. Usually I just do this in the gym. I kind of sit there and chill. But my car is nice and warm right now. The music's going. So usually I sit here for or in the gym, like 15 minutes. Kind of just ease into it. Get the mind right for it. But we got the Melon Mania ring. We're getting closer with ring. They're sending me a free care package because the amount of times I've tagged them and essentially begged them But one day we'll get something with them. But I do love their product. Man, oh man, am I addicted to it. But wow, Melon Mania, man. Wow, that's rich. That's a good swig right there. Anyways, shoot, hopefully YouTube doesn't pick up that song. They're very good with the copyright, I've just learned. They pick it up like that. So, anyways though, lift-wise today, lower body session. So the second week of my new training block. I'm gonna go cleans, I'll start with jumps actually. Start with seated hurdle jumps, so set up a hurdle. I'm gonna just do 20 reps. Essentially that's what I've been doing. Instead of like sets and reps, I just do a total number of reps. In 20 reps, and I'll do it, and it'll probably take me like 10 minutes because you do a rep, rest is needed. Do a rep. So I'm probably doing a rep every 30 seconds because, you know, intent, going ready. So I did 45 inches last week, so maybe 45, 46. Get some good reps in. Also, I just like starting off with jumps. Just gets me going, gets me feeling good. It's not like incredibly taxing as far as lifting is, so gets you prime. And then cleans, I'll go 5x3. Today, I'll probably go kind of working on form. I'm learning the hook grip. So I learned the hook grip like 2 weeks ago, and I've been working on it. I actually got taped today because my thumbs are chewed up. So actually, I probably don't even need it, but we'll see. 5x3 there. And then squats, I am doing the Road to Anywhere squat program 2.0 because I just finished the first one, hit 528, happy with that. Goal is now 550. I am third session, so I'm gonna do a 3x8 at like, I'm gonna go heavier than what they have. They have like 368 for me, but I'm gonna go 425. I did 415 on Friday, so I'm pretty confident I can hit 425. 3x8 there, and then some RDLs, heavy RDLs, and then glute ham raises, calf raises. But it'll be a good one. Long one, as always, but a good leg day. It's getting cold out, it's winter time. It's time to train hard. That's what winter time's for. That's what every day is for. Hell, you should be training hard every day of the year, but double down in the winter, baby. Double down in the freaking winter. So I'll see you in the gym. We'll get this lift started. So getting into the session, always start off with a jumping movement on a lower body day. Seated jumps are probably my all-time favorite jump. Just the ability to stomp those feet down and redirect that force. Using a hurdle too, just it drives intent a little more than doing it with just driving straight up. So try a hurdle. I mean, my hurdle set up so there's some PVC pipe on foam rollers and bumper plates. But I know the height's like 45 inches and just progress it week to week. It's a simple thing you can track just like weight and go up in that because, you know, not everyone has jump mats and stuff where they can record that. So having a hurdle height gives you something, or even boxes. I just like really driving intent there. So always start with a jump to get primed and then getting into like the main power work, which was cleans today, 5x3. So really working on my grip, getting better at that with the hook grip, but felt pretty decent. You know, obviously starting the session on a lower body day, always start with power work first, then getting into strength work, then getting the hypertrophy work, maximizing that way because I want to kind of get everything in. It's how do you organize it? So jump into a clean is always my go-to, and I love it. Feeling explosive, moving the cleans. Olympic lifts are great. If you're newer to them, you know, yeah, they're technical. They take a little time to learn, but, you know, just start small, and I definitely recommend watching. There's so many good resources out there from Olympic weightlifting coaches of just like how to break it down. I kind of learned clean on my own, and just over time I got better at it, and I'm still work in progress, still stuff I'm working on, but you know, you can always learn online. So if you're interested in Olympic lifting, just look up people online because you can learn so much. And then as far as like the squat work, 3x8, this was pretty rough. 425, it was a brutal set. What I've been doing though, increasing my squat frequency has been a game changer. So when I'm really trying to maximize a lift, so right now my squat, my bench, I'm really trying to get up. So I'm performing those movements twice a week. And that exact movement. So I want to get my back squat up, so I'm doing 2 back squat sessions. I want to get my flat bench up, so I'm doing 2 flat benches. Just the skill of practicing it and just getting overall volume, because obviously with strength work, you want to get a certain amount of volume and a certain amount of reps. That's how you progress with it. So that 3x8 was a little naughty there, a little rough on me. It was a heavy weight, but we got through it. And then RDLs, load up your RDLs. I mean, I say it a lot in the videos, straps are awesome. Your grip's never gonna be as strong as your hamstrings. And if it is, then you're probably not loading enough. So really go heavy in your RDLs. Really just focus on pushing those hips back, getting a good stretch in those hamstrings. This is such a goated movement. I feel like sometimes people don't load it, maybe just because they're not used to it, but treat it like a compound like any other movement. Really going to build your hamstrings, your posterior chain, your glutes, and you can't beat having big, strong glutes and a good posterior chain. That's so important for power output, but just a great movement to load. And then I was so fried after doing those clean squats, RDLs. I mean, stuff like that, like especially with leg training and strength training, when you're doing such high fatiguing movements that are multi-joint, and you're going so close to failure and working with those heavy weights, it takes so much out of you. So I like trying to pick like 3 main movements and then get into the accessories. Something that where I can fry the muscle, but like it's not mentally fatiguing. I don't have to set up another barbell or something like that. So leg extensions, hamstring curls are awesome. Obviously you can isolate your quads, your hamstrings, get a little extra work there, which is always really nice. Usually with these I always work on that 8 to 12 typical range, just kind of blow it up at the end of a session. Really just finish it off. So I love a seated hamstring curl with hamstring training, getting some sort of RDL and then a seated curl or hamstring curl variation, gonna hit the full hamstrings there. This seated curl, this is my favorite. I'm so glad I have this machine now because it's just such a smooth. This man, if you ever seen that Dr. Mike video of him yelling while he's doing it, that's how I feel when I do these, man. You get such a deep stretch in these, but that's kind of the full lower body lift. Keep it simple, lift freaking heavy, finish with some compounds, but overall a good session. All right, lift complete, done and freaking dusted. That was a good session. It was a long, meaty session, as like days are, but just happy to get it in. Those squats, man, they're hard day, but hard days are good. Gotta do hard stuff, have fun with the process, just believe every day is gonna stack up. That's what I was telling myself. I didn't really want to do that 3x8 on squats. Literally, as I was doing the sets, I was just like, you want to hit 550? This is the building block to get there. It's those small little actions, they all add up, they accumulate, and that's what we're all about here on this channel. We're about accumulating, stacking the fucking days, stacking the small wins, because that's what leads to growth, baby. So you got to do the stuff, and great session nonetheless. Any day I get to train is a freaking awesome day. I love this stuff. But take my short commute home from the gym, which is about 2 minutes, and then make some dinner. All right, just picked this guy up. Got it from Roots. Now, I don't know if Roots, I think it's like a mid-Atlantic thing I was looking, but I think it's like Virginia, like Maryland, that region. But if you got near, it is freaking money. Look at this guy. So I went with double chicken, brown rice, sweet potatoes, spinach, corn, pickled onions, and I believe that is it. Oh, and then like lemon, I put a little lemon tahini on it. But that is meal number 4 post-workout. So it's freaking freezing, have the hood on. But yeah, good meal. Roots is really good if you got it. It's like a bougie Chipotle. I wish we had a Sweetgreens here. I went to Boston and I had Sweetgreens like 5 times. So Sweetgreens, come on down to Richmond. But anyways, Roots is delicious. Eat this up. Puts me like 2,900 calories. So usually been eating like 32. So maybe I'll eat something else. Maybe I'll just chill here. We'll see. I mean, it's like 8 o'clock. I usually go to bed like 9. So I don't know, maybe I'll like a yogurt, but I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'll just wrap the video up here. I might eat some. If I eat some, it's like 100 calories. But appreciate everyone watching. As always, let's just get after it. Just stack the man days. I just say it so many times. That's all it is. It's just the consistency. You're not going to be perfect. Just be consistent. Get after it. But appreciate everyone watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.